Hello, my precious wandering souls. Welcome back to Miles Edgeworth AceAttorney Investigations. So, last episode, we investigated a little more. We found out that the thing that was being smuggled are the bills, because they have this special ink that apparently is like really freaking fancy, and when you burn it, it burns green. So, oh yeah, and of course, Caution is if not the leader of the smuggling ring, is a very important part, because he was the one who printed all those counterfeit bills. Alright, so let's continue. We were looking for Agent Shinna because we have to ask her some things. She's definitely looking suspicious. March 14, 11:33 p.m. It's getting very late. Theatrum Neutralis lobby. Oh, the old man. Agent Lang. Langsy says, little cops never do they know the real fury of the elder wolves. These codes are definitely becoming increasingly difficult to decipher. And what does that mean? It means that you'll never really know how angry I can get. Mr. Prosecutor, the counterfeit bills made with Ablaze ink, they were all of Senfa denominations. Huh. Yes, so I heard from Miss Karma. But we don't know where the play money has gone. They must not have figured out that it was all burned yet. Ever since those things showed up in circulation, my country's economy has taken a big hit. Senfa is in financial chaos as we speak. Because we can't tell the difference between our own bills and the fakes. But it's not just the money. The citizens are also worried. I've staked I'm speaking too fast. I've staked the honor of the House of Lang on this. And have come to this land to capture the mastermind behind this whole mess. I investigated how the bills were made and how the ink was smuggled into Senfa. And I pursued the smuggling ring all the way here. But tonight, this is where the final chapter was written. Despite my frantic efforts to chase the smuggler down, someone got to him first. And now I'm called to return home without a single answer. Oh yeah, that too. Lang got a message like, hey, we need you over at Senfa again, so he's pretty pissed off that he doesn't get to finish his investigation. Agent Lang, Don't start. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault, Mr. Prosecutor. Ambassador Alba, I'm sorry for all the trouble tonight. Oh, no, it is I who should apologize. It was all because I was not strong enough. If only I was able to think of a better solution. Where could you fool curse your empty brain? This guy's so weird. You're being too hard on yourself, Ambassador. I take full responsibility for tonight. End of story. Shinna, let's go. Time to return to our den. Actually, no, we need to talk to her. Yes. I don't like to admit it, but there's not much else for us to do but go home as well. We could just keep up. Francisca, that's not like you at all. Agent Lang, a moment if you... Hold it! You, Wolfman, and the secretary lady, hold it! Objection, bow! Oh my god, he's doing the objection. Detective Gumshoe, have you got the results of the handwriting analysis ready? Yep, and that note was definitely written by Mr. Caution, sir. Just as I thought. Good work, detective. Oh? Okay, the mask's note. Request to steal the primitive statue. Handwriting matches that of Manny Caution. Huh. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. How long do you intend to hold us up for? I need to talk to Shinna. Sorry to have made you wait, but I believe that now everyone is finally here. Agent Shinna, I'd like to ask you something, if you don't mind. Yes? How exactly did you fail to see the Yatagarasu when you were in the neighboring room to where Mr. Koshin was killed? I'd like you to explain that to us. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! What are you doing asking her about something she didn't see? Agent Lang hasn't touched the Babal investigation at all, so I suppose I will need to explain a few things to him first. Miles Edgeworth, I can even begin to imagine what's going on in that head of yours. The only thing going on in my head is the pursuit of the truth. Oh? It sounds like you have some sort of plan. Very well, I'll supervise you until the end. Is she seriously going to treat me as a subordinate for the rest of the day? Yes, absolutely. You're not trying to pick a fight with my subordinate on some flimsy guess, are you? Nope. I'm not trying to pick a fight, and the evidence is hardly flimsy, as you will see. Ha! I should have known that you and I are destined to fight it out to the very end. I was going to make a joke, but it's a reference to a case in the third Phoenix Wright game, so I can't. It would appear that way. Well, I prove her innocence, so let's see what you've got, Prosecutor Edgeworth. With pleasure. Okay. For my opening argument, I'll discuss the Yatagarasu that appeared in Babal and establish exactly who it was that Kay saw. Okay. Agent Lang, I assume you've been briefed on Kay's testimony. You mean the suspicious person in a coat that she saw? That's right. That person is one of the keys to solving this case. The person who pretended to be the Yatagarasu. Pretended? And what do you mean by that? I'll get to that in a second, but first, I want to review what Kay's mystery person did. Kay, if you could please explain for us what the person you were chasing did. Okay, you got it. I first spotted the suspicious person near the open-air stage on the Babali side. I called out to the person, but as soon as I did, that person ran off. I thought he was rather suspicious, so I immediately gave chase. For the sake of argument, let's call the suspicious person the Yatagarasu. Now, please tell us what happened when you chased the Yatagarasu up to the 3rd floor. Can do! I chased the Yatagarasu all the way up to the 3rd floor of the Babali's embassy. It was a pretty straight chase down the hallway until the sudden turn. The Yatagarasu disappeared around the corner, so I did my best to catch up. When I turned the corner, I saw the Yatagarasu run into Mr. Koshan's office. I gave chase and ran into the room. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the light, but then... Yep. Ah! Who's there? By the time I had turned on the lights, the Yatagarasu had disappeared. When Kay entered the room, the person she was chasing was already gone. Why do you suppose that was, Agent Lang? What do you mean, why do you suppose? Isn't it obvious? The person slipped on through the door behind the girl under the cover of darkness. Sorry, but I know for a fact that the person didn't escape through that door. Oh, and how do you know that with such certainty? Huh, that's easy. If the Yatagarasu had left through that door, they would have run into this person. They would have run into Shinna.
Take that!
Your answer is Shinna? Yes, because let's consider what would have happened if the Yatagarasu guys used the door. When Kei screamed upon discovering Mr. Caution's body, the Yatagarasu would have run into Agent Shinna, who was in the next room over. Agent Shinna, would you mind telling us if you saw the suspicious person in question? No, I didn't see anyone. You see, therefore, the Yatagarasu could not have escaped through... Freaking, let me talk! It just means that the creep slipped out before Shinna made it out into the hallway.
Objection!
I thought that, as there was another person in the hallway, a certain detective. Detective Gumshoe, where were you exactly at that time?
Me, sir? Well, I heard Kay scream. I ran towards Mr. Caution's office from the opposite direction of Agent Shinna, sir.
So, Agent Lang, can you explain how someone could have eluded both of them? Even you must concede that under these circumstances, the door was not a viable route.
No!
Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth! You nailed him with just an explanation of what happened! Yes, I've eliminated one of the possible escape routes for that room. But this is far from over. I need to make Agent Lang aware as well of yet another possible escape route the Yatagarasu could have taken. I get it, so that's what you were trying to show me. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, let me guess. This is what you're trying to say, right? Because the door was not a viable escape route, then there must be another way out. Precisely.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! It's time to burst out with your revolving fireplace wall explanation, right?
No, not quite yet. Huh? But why? I thought this would be the perfect time. The revolving wall on the Babalis side is known only to 4 people. And if we use this information unwisely, the truth may escape us in the end. Unlike Wright, I keep my cards close to my chest. I don't go around showing evidence to people who might kill me. Stupid, right? What's with all the whispering over there? Scared I'll figure out your tactics? Nothing of the sort, Agent Lang. Come, let's continue where we left off. That smug-hearted attitude of yours, you really rubbed me the wrong way, you know that? Well, no matter. I figured you out already anyway. The only other possible escape route besides the door is the room's long window. And since a near picture of said escape route exists... Are you saying that this photo captures the moment of the Yatagarasu's escape? I guess Detective Bat must have filled him in on this photo. I have to admit that at first I thought the window to be a possible escape route as well. However, I know now that to be impossible. Now I realize you may not know this, but... Humans can't fly! Of course I know that! Of course I know that! That's bloody common sense! Besides, I never said I thought that photo to be of the Yatagarasu's escape route. I suppose not. Alright then, explain yourself. The shadow in this photo is not the Yatagarasu that Kei was chasing after. You can say whatever you'd like in whatever language you want. But there's only one language I really understand. The language of evidence. Very well then. I present to you proof that the person Kei saw is not the same as the one in this photo. Where is it?
hold on. Okay, I think it's this one.
Take that!
Let me explain to you precisely why the shadow in this photo is not the Yatagarasu Kei saw. Kei spotted the Yatagarasu heading for the third floor during the second fire. However, the photo in question was taken just after the first fire. No!
Yeah, way to go! That's twice you've bit him in the butt now!
Not so fast!
We're not done yet, you still have to explain what that shadow is. And how the Yatagarasu escaped. I don't suppose you can answer both, can you?
Regarding the photo, I admit that we don't understand what it means quite yet.
Ha! As I thought.
However, the Yatagarasu escape route, now that I can answer.
You can? Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, go on, enlighten me.
Hold it!
Even if I explain it, you'll try to find some flaw with what I have to say. You were busy heading up the Alabastian investigation, correct? In that case, I doubt you have much knowledge about the Babalis side of the case. So wouldn't it be best if the lead on that side, Agent Shinna, explained in my stead?
Shinna is my subordinate. If I don't stick up for her, how can I look her in the eyes and call myself her boss? Lang, it's alright. I can take care of him. Shinna, you've shielded me a lot as my boss. But it's time for me to prove my worth. Alright, if you're okay with it then you have my support.
Finally, it's down to just Agent Shinna and myself. This is where the battle really begins.
Now then, what is it you'd like to ask?
Let's see. Why don't we start with your movements inside the Babalis embassy?
Shinna's movements. During the first Babalis fire, I assisted in putting out the fire. During the second fire, I was searching for the Yatagarasu that had appeared in Babal. While I was searching, I heard a scream coming from the next room over. Although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse of the Yatagarasu. To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that the girl's Yatagarasu even exist. And that's all I have to say. But I'm not lying when I say that I saw the suspicious person run into Mr. Koshen's office. Like I said earlier, I had no intention of retracting my testimony. Good.
Just to confirm, did you have a partner when you were on your investigation?
No, I move alone.
In that case, you have no one to corroborate your alibi. Is that correct?
Not so fast!
Are you calling her suspicious because she was in a room by herself? How pathetic. Dude, she used the exact same excuse to try to arrest Kay. Like, oh, she was the only one here, so I guess she's the culprit. Idiot.
And it wasn't when Agent Shinna tried to...
I swear, I don't know this game by memory. It's just... sometimes I read Edgeworth's mind before he even says anything.
And it wasn't when Agent Shinna tried to arrest Kay under the same rationale. And how about when you accused Larry because he was the weapons owner?
Not that it's unexpected for a useless lump to get into such a situation.
Yeah, that's such a Larry thing to do.
Although I suppose it's never a good idea to let mistakes go uncorrected.
I will make no excuse for what I did in that situation. Then you should apologize right now for making Kay out to be the killer, pal. I'm sorry. Shinna, apologize.
sorry. It's really okay. I mean, I'm not under suspicion anymore. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, actually, I'm kind of pissed off at them, so no, I won't accept that apology. Huh, well, I never doubted you, not for 1 second.
And the same goes for me. I believe in Shin Na.
Then let's put that to the test and see if she's really worthy of your trust.
This promised to be interesting.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I think I know exactly what to do.
Not here. Not here. I think here. Now, where is it?
Oh yeah, this one.
Objection!
Okay. Bring in the room next to Mr. Caution's office is the problem with your testimony.
Not so fast!
What now? Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what problem you're talking about at all.
Agent Lang, do you recall the secret we discovered about the Alabastian office fireplace?
Huh? Oh, you mean how it connects the office with the room next door? What about it?
Lang? Come on. Well, Alabast isn't the only country with secret connecting fireplaces.
Because this building is symmetrical. Basically, everything in Alabast is exactly the same in Babal. What?
The fireplace in Mr. Caution's office holds the exact same secret.
What?
The Yatagarasu didn't escape through the door to the room or the window. The escape route was through the revolving fireplace wall and into the next room over.
Uh-huh.
Now do you see? If the Yatagarasu had escaped into the next room, then the thief would have run straight into Agent Shin Na.
Uh-huh.
Meaning that it's impossible for her to have missed the Yatagarasu.
What is the meaning of this, Miles?
Well, would you care to explain, Agent Shinna? How you managed to completely miss the fleeing Yatagarasu? Or shall I?
Oh, she's doing the creepy anime thing where the character hides their eyes.
You claim that you were in the next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? The truth is, you were the one Kay saw in the coat, pretending to be the Yatagarasu, and you were the one she chased after. As you tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Caution's office and headed for the fireplace. Then you shed your coat in the next room, leaving it there to emerge as Agent Shin-na. After that, you came back around to place Kay under arrest. Does that sound about right? If not, then speak now or forever hold your peace.
How dare you make Kay look like the bad guy when you're the suspicious one, Paul?
Hold on! Wait a moment! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I guess I should change her voice now. Shinna? Of course she was! Oh my god! The freaking...
I knew it! That laugh! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Uh-huh. I remember this irritating laugh.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting chills on my spine.
Oh my god.
It can't be, but it has to be. Shina, what's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It was so funny that I couldn't help but laugh.
Funny, you said? You say?
Yes, that you would accuse me of being the Yatagarasu. The prosecutors of this country really are all so very strange.
Do you think you can get away with this by simply laughing it off?
You think I'm taking things too lightly? I think not. It's that prosecutor who is. Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation. The Yatagarasu fled to the fireplace. Do you have any proof to back up your claim? If you don't, then you haven't proven a thing regarding the Yatagarasu's escape route. The tone of voice you're taking with me now has certainly changed. That's because it's been a while since I've had this much fun. I think I let loose, and then we can have a real battle of wits. For an agent of Interpol to show me the true power of her mind, it is a great honor. Don't underestimate me. I'm not some foolish broad, you know? I know, and that is why I won't hold anything back either, as I answer your question. My question? Here is your proof that the revolving fireplace wall in Papal was used recently. The freaking fireplace itself.
Take that!
I'm sorry, but is this really your honest answer to my question? Yes, according to Ambassador Paleno's testimony. He said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace with Mr. Caution. Oh? The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have been there. But we found no ashes. Huh. However, when we went to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there. Hold it! Why is that a problem? Maybe someone cleaned them up.
Objection!
Nope. Because I have proof. Unfortunately for you, Ambassador Paleno said that he forgot to. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is simple. When the Yatagarasu went through the fireplace wall, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well. The movement of the ashes that were in Mr. Caution's office is my proof. Stop! I hate you so much! And just what is so funny? As just proof, are you even allowed to submit such flaky evidence in court?
You still wish to fight us?
I mean, we're accusing her, of course she has to. Of course, why wouldn't I? In that case, let's hear your counter-argument. My counter-argument, huh? This really is just like being in court. Well, to me, we're simply continuing from where we left off all those years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. It doesn't matter if we are at the crime scene or in court. Let's finish this here and now. I suppose. I had a lot of fun today, but I got wary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this the last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all. Uh-huh. Okay, Shinna's rebuttal. In my eyes, all you've proved is that the rotating fireplace wall was used. But you can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace, now can you? So then, who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation. And we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Caution's office. I know exactly what to do. And there you have it. My counter-argument.
Ah!
Edgeworth! I know exactly what to do. Come on. Don't be so slow.
That's very impressive. No, it's not. She has seen through the fact that I have yet to gather that one piece of evidence. I know what to present and where to present.
Edgeworth, we're fine.
What is it, Kay? I haven't heard a peep out of you in quite a while now.
If you don't think you can handle it, feel free to leave the rest of it to us.
No. She has to stay here.
But I...
Kay, pull yourself together. You are the true heir of the Yatagarasu's name. Are you not?
Aww.
If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off of it. This chase you're running to catch the truth. You must see it through to the very end.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're right. I will see this through to the end. So, you go get her for me, Mr. Edgeworth?
Huh, with pleasure.
Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it?
Shinna?
She's not Shinna.
Please, show me you're someone I can trust.
Don't worry. This will be the deciding match, you'll see.
I'm truly sorry, Agent Lang, but I simply can't allow her to escape me again. Very well then, Agent Shinna, shall we begin?
I'm ready whenever you are.
I hate you so much, you have no idea. In my eyes, so you I was used. But you can really catch the truth that you do. So then, blah blah blah. We already finished.
Aha! And we found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Caution's office. Huh. Funny you say that. Because I think this is very suspicious.
Objection!
You didn't find anything suspicious at all. I highly doubt that.
But I didn't.
You can even ask the other man. Huh. I don't need to, for I found what you should have a while ago.
Excuse me?
In Mr. Caution's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there.
Uh-huh.
When the...
Mm-hmm.
Hold it, who was it? Hold it! That evidence was something you found out through that girl's machine, right?
So what if it was?
Ah, that's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof. Ah, okay, I see what you're trying to do. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills? No. You see, so there was nothing in that office, nothing you can call evidence anyway.
Objection!
Speaking of things that you Interpol agents have missed, I did find one more. Your pompous attitude is unnecessary, all I require is your evidence. Very well. I'll show her the hidden piece of evidence that her and her fellow Interpol agents missed. Oh yeah, where is it? Aha, it's this thing.
Take that!
I'd like for you to take a look at this length of wire. And what exactly is this supposed to mean? A length of wire? So what about it? I'll tell you what. We found this in the Babalist embassy not long ago. What? Uh-huh. And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Caution's office.
You found that at the scene of Mr. Caution's murder?
Stop doing the anime thing.
So I think you'll agree now that I cannot trust you when you say that the Interpol has thoroughly checked every room, and that this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation into the Yatagarasu. You still suspect me, I see. Alright then, I'll ask that you point out what part of my investigation is incomplete. The other Interpol agents work under the command of Agent Shin-na. And is it not possible that the reason the person K was chasing chose the 3rd floor was because that person knew there would be no other agents on that floor? Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent Shin-na was only pretending to be investigating the Yatagarasu to the point of arresting K. In that case, there is one location that no one has yet to expect. Your team investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location. This room, right?
Take that!
The location, Agent Shin-na, is of course the room you claim to have examined. Yeah, because you were like, oh yeah, I examined it. But we don't know anything about that room. I believe the room next to Mr. Cochen's office warrants a thorough inspection. Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you there. I will be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. I'm on it. I'll be right back after I check out that room next to the office. Go, Gumshoe, go! They are just waiting.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth? Do you really think that Miss Shin-na's the Yatagarasu?
Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is.
Then I'm not going to let her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu. But can you prove she's the Yatagarasu is the question.
If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will find, then I should be able to.
And just what are you hoping he'll find?
Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier.
Ah! An experiment? As if that detective has the brains for high science. Look, he might not be the smartest tool in the shed, but he's proven to be very, very useful. It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as the Yatagarasu. And what did you find out by doing that?
First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door. Any person, because Gumshoe is freaking massive. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Babali's ink.
Who cares that what his coat is covered in? It's not worth that much anyway.
Ah, but is it really worth so little? I believe that is actually quite a meaningful result, the value of which I'm about to prove.
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, sir. Oh, so what are these things that you found? Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir.
Huh. You found a coat? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one the person I was chasing was wearing.
Yes, the possibility does exist. Agent Shin-na, where did this piece of evidence not in that room when you examined it?
Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. Convenient.
Aw,
convenient?
Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now? No.
Hold it!
These items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them.
Hold it. They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission.
Objection!
I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. But if you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this.
Please, 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 please.
I say, let them look at your stuff, Shina.
Blank!
Shina, let's put it out in the open. If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right?
I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you like.
After all, I have nothing to hide.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Huh, good. Now let us begin. So which of your Shina belongings are you going to examine, sir?
Makeup, coat, shoes. The coat!
Let's examine the coat.
Yes, sir!
It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly.
Huh. That looks like ink stains. If we burn this thing, I don't think she's going to let us burn it, but if we burn it and it burns green, maybe we have a better chance at winning.
Agent Shina. The Yatagarasu that Kei saw was wearing a coat. And I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace.
No, you have it wrong. That suit probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire.
And what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat?
Oh, I didn't realize that the hem was dirty. That's that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with soot from when I was helping with the fire.
Huh, sure.
I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie?
Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern of dirt that got on my coat when I went to the fireplace.
Hold it.
Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know.
So, unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace...
Which I can.
What? How?
You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe.
Raise his salary.
Huh? Mister, what did I do?
This coat. This is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for.
I had been hoping to find the coat that the person Kei saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat. I don't quite get what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir.
Ah, see? Gumshoe is really useful.
All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance on the coat hem is.
Oh, and you think you can do that? Yes, I can.
Of course I can. This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of this coat.
The Babalis ink.
Take that!
Babalis ink?
Yes, this is what will prove that the coat went through that fireplace. According to Ambassador Paleno, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning. You told us about that already, so I don't really see the point in mentioning it again. My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time.
Uh-huh.
If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Babalis ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall.
Ah!
Sorry to have clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet.
But you have no way of proving whether or not this is Babalis ink on the coat hem. We could just burn it.
Oh, but I do, and I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds.
How?
How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is Babalis ink. Touch the coat, wear the coat,
burn the coat.
We can find out whether that is Babalis ink or not by lighting it on fire.
That's how you're going to prove. That's how you're going to prove that it's Babalis ink.
Do you know about the green flames? I don't remember if he.
No, I'm pretty sure he knows.
Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark stain area for me, I appreciate it. Because I will show you here and now what the dark substance is. Shina, sorry to do this, but I'm going to have to cut off a bit of your coat. Go ahead, I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyway. Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something.
Oh, I've got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light some smoke. I like smoke bombs.
Okay, please. Then, if I could please have one, okay? We can get this experiment underway. Uh-huh. Oh, would you look at that? The flame! It's the same color as the flame with crystal oils produce, which means... Uh-huh. Bubbly's ink is a product of wheat crystal oil. And when lit, the ink produces a green flame. Huh. I believe the time has come to clip the Yatagarasu's other wig.
Miss Shina, you're the fake Yatagarasu. The one who killed my father.
It's about time you came clean, Agent Shina. Or should I say, Callisto you? Callisto you?
Hold it.
Oh no, hold it. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you? Do I look like the joking type to you? Honestly, every single time everyone asks me if I'm joking, like, do I give off the vibe of someone who jokes about things? I never do jokes. That's Rice's job. Callisto you? I never heard that name before in my life. Lies.
That manner of speaking and that attitude, you haven't changed a bit in 7 years.
You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to frame me for it. Oh really? And you have proof? You insist that I am this Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me.
Objection!
The raven is a pretty unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived, and it will reveal your true ugly form to the world. Hold it! Enough poetry, I want to see some evidence.
Do you really have something that can prove that she is Callisto you?
Yeah, actually I think I have. I do. It's something that the second Yatagarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years. Do me
the honor, Mr. Edgeworth.
I will, okay? For we have finally come to the end. Well, we'll prove her to be Callisto you with this, and clip this Yatagarasu's wings for good.
Misuse perfume.
Take that!
Uh-huh. This perfume. This will prove you to be Callisto you.
Good thing that Kay held on to this for 7 years. Can you imagine if she didn't? If she hadn't done this? We would be a little bit screwed.
It will. Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle. This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well.
This is that bottle of perfume you spilled, which I have preserved ever since. I heard from my father, Byron Faraday, that if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades. Which means that your fingerprints are still on here, every last one.
We can clear everything up if we were to compare the prints on this to your own. Now come, Agent Shina, will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test? She's gonna break down laughing again, right? Sorry. Girl, stop! That's right! I am Kira! Sorry, Callisto you! It looks like you've seen right through me yet again. You're sending the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth. Callisto, you!
you've shown your true face at last!
This feeling of thrill is even greater than that time several years ago.
Shinna, you're...
Lang, I really enjoyed our days together. You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted idiot of a man.
So you were a spy all along. A mole sent by the smuggling ring I've been chasing after. Someone who has been feeding them intel on Interpol all this time.
Very good. Maybe you're not as big of an idiot as I thought.
Callisto Yu, the woman who killed my father 7 years ago. You're her, aren't you? The fake Yatagarasu.
That's right, Callisto Yu. That's just one of my many names. But even that is just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Callisto Yu, this time you won't escape, for this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly. You think she's going to do that, Edgeworth? You know, you're the one who left the strongest impression of me on me, Kay Faraday. And had you not used the Yatagarasu's gadgets, I might have even known who you were. I might not know. But here you are, being a thorn in my side, just like your father always was. Kay, don't! She's going to hit her.
You! I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father!
Kay, hold it. Hold it. You shouldn't have your... you shouldn't let yourself go like that. You really are just like him. Mr. Faraday too possessed such laughable honesty.
Ah, come on! Freaking...
And I told her, do not move. God damn it, Kay. Kay!
Ah! You let Kay go right now, pal!
You think she's really gonna listen to you?
You despicable! Let go of me, you filthy... Ah!
You think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu.
But that's impossible! My father was the one who created Little Thief!
Hey, Edgeworth. The Yatagarasu has 3 legs. Do you know why that is? Oh. I get it. Why it has 3 legs? Ah, of course. There are 3 main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always know the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. No, it can't be. Oh my god. Did you finally figure it out? Do you finally know the real identity of the Yatagarasu? The real identity of the Yatagarasu is Byron Faraday, Callisto Yu. Oh my god. Neither person. The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Byron Faraday nor Callisto Yu. But by the same token, they are also both the real Yatagarasu. Ah, so that's why the Yatagarasu was so unstoppable. It's not just one person. How very perceptive of you.
No way!
The single person known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu never existed.
Mr. Edgeworth! No, I refuse to believe this.
The Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. The Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. And a lawyer would have the opportunity to learn the layout of crime corporations. Skill number 2. The Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. And a good prosecutor will be well versed in the ways of a criminal. skill number 3. I suppose it's bad. And skill number 3. The Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever. Oh! Oh! Detective Bath. It was only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave evidence behind. Because the lead detective on the case hid it all away. You're also the member of the Yatagarasu? I mean, it made sense. You. I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years, but I finally got you. Why, Mr. Bath? Long time no see. What happened to us? We used to be such a great team. Yeah, and then you killed one of them, so no. If you were such a great team, then why did you kill my father 7 years ago? Why indeed? It was nothing personal, really. He was just another person I had to kill. How can you say that? I grow wary of this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end. And this time, I won't miss. Oh, crap. Stop. You! Okay! Wait! It's over, Shinna. Your leg! Oh! See? This is why Lang is this game's best boy. After Gumshoe, of course. Because, you know, Gumshoe is Gumshoe. Agent Lang. You idiot. What were you thinking? Jumping in front of my gun like that? What are you risking your life for? I'm sorry, Detective Bath, but no matter what sort of part she may have had, or even if she's a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she's my subordinate. And as long as she is, I can't allow any harm to come to her, not even from you. You really are an idiot, you know that? Ha, that's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just who I am. Hey, sis. Yes? I want you to conduct a full body search. Sheena may have another weapon on her. Alright. Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please. Sir! Oh, at least Kay is safe. Hey, I found something! Oh! What is this, sir? It looks like the blade of a knife, but it doesn't have a handle. This is a great find, Detective. Huh? Is it, sir? Yes! Let's try putting up this blade with this handle. This handle.
Take that!
I believe this blade actually belongs with the handle that was on the murder weapon. Hey, they fit together perfectly. This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched. I'm going to go return this Babalis knife now. Alright. I trust that you'll make sure that it is returned to Ambassador Paleno. I was worried about Kay for a moment there. Babalis knife handle given to Detective Gumshoe. I believe this makes it perfectly clear who did it. Callisto Yu. For the only time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Caution's murder. Which means that you must be Mr. Caution's killer. You killed Mr. Caution with the Alabastian knife. Switched the handles and then took the original blade of the Babalis knife with you. Later, you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kay near the open-air stage. You used the fireplace to lose her, and then you went back to accuse her of the murder. Does that about sum it up?
Objection!
Oh, so you decide to use your objection bubble now, I see. You craft an engaging tale, Edgeworth, but there are 2 problems with it. Problems? In what respect? What do you think my real reason was in allowing her to chase after me? It was also I could capture Kay Faraday.
What?
When I saw you using the device at Gatewaterland, I knew right away that you were Baron Faraday's daughter. I became curious, so I researched a little into your background. That's how I found out that you were on the trail of the Yatagarasu.
So that's why you tried to pin Mr. Caution's murder on me?
Yes, I knew you would show up at this embassy tonight. So I thought to use you, but pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal.
You had another?
Yes. Once I had you under arrest, I had planned to search you and take back the device that rightfully belongs to me, the true Yatagarasu.
You were going to take Little Thief away from me?
For me? 7 years ago, it was thanks to that device that Faraday was able to infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have, and I had a tough time recovering that precious key. Then, the person who stole the Yatagarasu's key was Mr. Faraday. That incident 7 years ago. What was the catalyst behind it? In the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Yatagarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant assignment. Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatagarasu? Why? There's no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. From the beginning? What is that supposed to mean? The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now to this day. Oh, there's someone else. Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Caution?
Yeah, I figured as much. I mean, I knew. Well, I didn't know. Like he was like. In my mind, if Caution wasn't the leader, he was someone with power. But I didn't think he was actually the leader. Someone else is the leader.
Then the real ring leader is still out there pulling the strings.
Are you done asking what you need now to know? Because if so, we should probably get going. And you're going to tell me everything you did tonight. Do you understand, Shinna?
I guess I should tell you then that I was the one who set the Babalis embassy on fire.
Oh good, another charge. Arson.
And why did you do that? I suppose it was to destroy all evidence of the counterfeit bills.
That was what the smuggling ring was trying to do. But then, why start 2 fires?
Sorry, but I can't tell you anything about the ring. It's your job to complete your investigation after all. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn to enjoy the ride.
Wait! Miss Shinna!
Yes?
When I fell to the floor earlier, these fell at my feet.
What about them?
They're such pretty hair sticks that I thought, well, that I should return them to you.
You can have them. They're no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away.
No, I want to keep them.
Suit yourself. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot, Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. I didn't kill anyone tonight. What? I'm not saying that as a sore loser. Think of it as a hint, if you will. So if you didn't... why should I trust her in the first place? But let's pretend that I believe her. If she didn't kill anyone, then who killed Caution?
Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, Agent Lang? Mark my words, I'm not done here, and I'll be back. And it's got nothing to do with duty or anything, because this has become my personal case. I may have been shot, but I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be. His anger appears to have negated the sensation of pain in his injured leg. Alright. Oh, he's walking slowly because he's injured. Ah, the poor guy. It's finally over, okay?
I feel like I peer into her heart a little, you know? And it's so cold and dark and incredibly lonely. The person who was giving her all these commands. The one who thought my father was a problem to be removed.
That person is the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring.
Mr. Edgeworth, I have a favor to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me?
They might be important. They may not look like they're important right now, but this is an AceAttorney case, and if I know something about AceAttorney, is that things that seem useless at first end up being really useful.
They're really pretty, just like the ones they were selling for the Yami Ninja show. But until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome.
I understand. I'll take good care of them for you. There is a bit of soil stuck on the ends of these sticks.
Soil? Soil? Do I have anything that... Hold on! I can't check it.
But they look very similar to... I mean, maybe they're different, but I think they look similar to the ones with the flowers though. Hairstick there, I jotted down in my organizer. Hairstick with a candy stripe pattern on them. There is some dirt on the tips. Huh. Oh, I guess it's that time already, huh?
So it's midnight, the dawn of another day.
Hey Pops, thanks a bunch. You've really done a lot for everyone all these years. Detective Bad, don't tell me today is the day. Yeah, it is. With this, I can retire in peace. It was down to the wire, and we almost didn't make it. But we did it. We solved everything.
Wait, but if you're part of the Yatagarasu, wouldn't that mean you'll be arrested?
But that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. The ringleader of the smuggling ring, you, and the Yatagarasu were chasing after. The legend of the Yatagarasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, that bit of logic earlier, it was brilliant. I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. I'm counting on you.
Is it really true, Uncle Bad? Were you also a part of the Yatagarasu?
As I said to you earlier, okay? I'm truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you.
Uncle Bad!
Hey, don't take it so seriously. It's all just one big joke, right?
Gumshoe. Unfortunately, it isn't.
Oh, come on, sir. She's just yanking on my chain, isn't she, Mr. Edgeworth? Detective Bath. Wait, no, you are no longer a detective. Mr. Bath, I'd like to ask you about the Yatagarasu. Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, here, I should give this back to you. Oop. Oh, KG8 incident. These are the pages for my KG8 case files that the Yatagarasu stole from my office. Huh, wait, what? Mr. Edgeworth, I must apologize for last night. So the Yatagarasu who stole into my room was you, was it? Wait, then that means... What? Tell me it's not true. That's too insane for me to believe, sir. It's true, even if it's not something you want to hear. The KG8 incident. It was a very emotional, trying case. We stood in that courtroom, Faraday as the prosecutor and I as the lead detective. Faraday had evidence in his possession that would prove the defendant guilty. However, because it was stolen, the defendant was found innocent. You was the older sister of the victim in the case. When the defendant was pronounced not guilty, she let out a great wail.
So Callisto was actually the sister, or she was not? Because she was like, oh, Callisto you is just another name. So they look very similar. So I thought at first, like, because when she said that Callisto you was just another name, I thought it was a fake name, but maybe Callisto you was her real name, and that girl was actually her sister. I don't know.
That's when we realized that there was a limit to what the law could do. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside of the courts. That's what we thought at the time. That's how we formed the Yatagarasu and vowed to bring to light any dirty dealings company had with the ring, including companies that dealt with the Amano Group, Mr. Amano's conglomerate. We called ourselves the Yatagarasu and flexed our collective muscle. We exposed all sorts of shady dealings as a warning to the business world as a whole. By doing that, we were able to stop the higher-ups from covering things up. And then it was finally time. We had finally arrived at the moment when we'd find out the ringleader's true identity. It was then that you really literally stabbed us in the heart, and Faraday, he died for it.
But why? Wasn't she the sister of the victim in the KG8 incident?
After Faraday's death, I looked into her past, and that's when I found out that she was a phony.
Okay, I have an idea. So, as she said, Callisto you was just a name, a fake name most likely. Okay, something happened to the real Callisto you, and then I don't even know what to call her anymore. Shinna took the real Callisto Yu's identity and pretended to be Miss Yu's sister, I guess.
The victim of the KG8 incident, Yu. She never had...
Oh, that too? Okay.
She never had a sister.
And here I was thinking like, oh, maybe she took the identity of the real Callisto. No, there was never a real Callisto you, I see.
What then that means? Shinna wasn't the only fake name she used. Callisto Yu was also another pseudonym. From the very beginning, that woman was a spy sent by the smuggling ring.
She said it herself. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning.
Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card that we stuck onto this page of the case file. Please use it wisely. Trump card. Huh? That photo that we stuck on there. Try peeling it off. Behind it slumbers a piece of evidence that Faraday hid away all those years ago. It's the mark of the Yatagarasu, but why? This is a detective's card from the big boss. Take a look at the back.
Oh!
This was something Koshen had on him at the time of the KG8 incident 10 years ago.
I have no idea what that says.
That blood is from the victim of the incident, Mrs. Yu. But why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yatagarasu? The reason why we called ourselves the Yatagarasu was because of the three-legged raven mark that the smuggling ring boss used. Apparently, orders from the boss would come on these cards without fail. The person who received the order was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it. And apparently, it burns a bright green flame when set ablaze. So you mean the cards were written with Ablaze ink? The fact that the card that Koshin was sent made it into Faraday's hand at all is nothing short of a miracle. We decided that whenever we stole anything, we would send a card along with it to the police. So that's what those white cards are. The great thief that used the mark that only those within the ring would know. It was our message to the ringleader that we were only a few steps behind. Trump card, evidence from KG8, card containing orders from boss of smuggling ring to Koshin. And one more thing, Detective Gumshoe. I'm entrusting this to you. Aww.
What is this, sir?
This is what I was talking about earlier. During the KG8, I accidentally made like a mix of Bat and Gumshoe's voice. Sorry. During the KG8 incident trial, Faraday had this in his possession. This important definitive piece of evidence. But I thought it was stolen. How do you have it? The person who stole it from us 10 years ago was a man by the name of Ernest Amano, and he had it locked and hidden away for all this time. But we forced him to tell us where it was finally, after the other day's kidnapping case. Evidence from KG8. Faraday had obtained it once, but Ernest Amano had it stolen. This video. What? I don't remember this guy's voice. Don't come any closer, I'm warning you. This is the same video as the one Mr. Portsman was trying to conceal from me. Yeah, it would seem that even he was caught up in the ring's web. Amano was preparing to take on the boss someday, and the video was his insurance. That's where that prosecutor comes in. He was to retrieve the video. On top of that, he was apparently instructed to sneak into your office and steal the trump card. You saw it for yourself, right? The card that told him to preserve the evidence. Then, that card was not the calling card of the Yatagarasu, but rather a directive's card from the ringleader to Mr. Portsman. The two pieces together make for a strong weapon for whoever holds them. The evidence Mr. Portsman thought to withhold from me, and the one that you stole from my office last night. Both pieces are illegal, and for me to use either one is... whether you use them or not is up to you. But they will be of help to you when you take on someone who is above the law. Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court that Mr. Faraday spoke of? Detective Bud, there is no limit to the law, for it is the people who determine the limits to them. You still insist that, even now, you really are something else. I leave the rest in your hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, the handcuffs. Oh, it's time to lock up the last remaining member of the Yatagarasu. Bobs! Don't ever lose your detective spirit.
Bobs, why is this happening? This isn't justice!
Like I always told you, do not get emotionally involved. Now, let's go.
This must be so bad for Gumshoe. Like, he admires Detective Bud so much, and this must be heartbreaking for him.
Yes, sir!
I'm sad now.
Is this really the end of a legend?
Oh! Okay, we just leave it like that, okay? Oh man, I'm so sad. I'm so sad for Detective Bat and Gumshoe. Oh man. Alright, I'm going to stop recording now. I hope you liked it. If you did, maybe consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye.